Welcome to Phatt Chat, the best place on the internet to come hang out, talk trash, and really just talk about video games. This is episode 26, and we have a lot of fun. We obviously have our awesome shrine here to Nathan Drake because, you know, Uncharted may or may not have come out
on Tuesday. Yeah.
So, you know, we got to talk about it. We're going to get interested. So, news of the week. We'll start with Uncharted. That seems correct, right?
That sounds good.
That's a good segue, if I do say so myself.
Thank you.
Yeah, we're going into Uncharted territory now.
Ooh.
Bam! Ooh.
I think it's been charted 4 times.
Oh. Wait, but this isn't Brandon's End.
All right, you guys. Are you calling me a thief? Whoa.
5-finger discount. Walmart
No.
tickets.
This is the thief's end.
Ooh, okay. Either way, stop stats. No.
Open your eyes, Jesse.
Uncharted came out, you guys. Looks fantastic. Can't wait to play it. Do not spoil it. If you do,
You'll die.
I will find you.
Yep.
And I will Jay and Silent Bob the hell out of you.
Yep.
I think right now that all 4 of us together, the beards, the wisest of us 4, I guess, we should probably set aside what is a good time frame for not spoiling stuff.
2 weeks.
I agree with 2 weeks. I think 2 weeks is a great time.
I think 2 weeks. Yeah.
I'm gonna have to say further than that because I think some things are like sacred, like obviously like Fallout 4 storyline. Some people aren't going to maybe be able to pick it up right away. It might take some people more than 2 weeks to get through it. I think you can post spoilers as soon as you want. I think you can talk about them. You can be very open about it, but just make it very clear very early on that it's a spoiler. So we were talking today, obviously the embargo lifted on Monday. And so of course, Kotaku, IGN, GameSpot, everybody's just flooding the market with them. And a lot of people like Kotaku, they put it up on Facebook. It's like a sponsored one, or, you know, if you like them, then it's on there and it's like autoplay. So like you literally scroll by and like the video is already playing. To me, that's like dirty. That's not even giving somebody a chance to avoid the spoiler. Like, put Uncharted 4 gameplay, blah, 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 and let me hit play. Let me choose. Click a link.
Well, you can go into your settings for Facebook and turn off autoplay videos.
It's not as bad as playing, you know, streaming with your pal and someone comes in and busts like the spoilers, the Star Wars spoiler.
Oh, somebody spoiled Quoto for me years ago.
No, I'm talking.
Now I'm talking about the new one, The Force Awakens.
Yeah, we were streaming and someone popped in and just blasted
our chat with it. I was like,
that's right. Yeah, I remember that. I remember that actually.
So to me, I don't know. I try like not even. I don't think there's really like a time frame where it feels comfortable. I feel like obviously I start to know like based off the people I talk to and stuff
I think
like
though,
that.
after 2 weeks though, I don't really think you have the right to like. I don't know. I would say bitch about it because that's not really it is, but the right to get like super upset about it. I mean, if it happens day one, get super upset.
I'd go further. I'd say a month because that gives everybody time.
I'd say depending on what it is, yeah.
Because maybe some people don't have the funds to buy it day one. You know, obviously a lot of us were gamers. If there's a game we really want, we buy it day one. You know, we grind it out. But not everybody has that luxury. Some people work. You know, I mean, obviously we work, but you know, some people just don't have the time. You know, there might be kids. They might go to school. So I think 2 weeks is a little short. I'd say a month from the day of launch. Okay. And after that, I feel like you're right. You don't have that like right to like get super upset about it. You can still be like
upset, but you understand that, you know, it's been a month. A lot of people want to talk about it.
Yeah.
But I think as someone who does, you know, so say you guys have Uncharted 4, I obviously have not played the first 3. I don't want to know how the series ends. I plan on playing all 4 through to completion.
No, totally. You should too.
As it comes to the people who have the ability to spoiler, I think it comes down to one golden rule: don't be a dick, be a dude.
Yeah, totally. I think while we're at it, since we're already here talking about this, why don't we set the pig standard for the community? 1 month.
I'd say 1 month is fair.
If you spoil something within 1 month, you know, you get one warning. After that, boom!
I'll Jay and Silent Bob your ass.
You're gone.
Simple as that. But on that note.
You had bubbles in your mustache.
I'm okay with that.
I got you.
Uncharted 4 has gotten absolutely phenomenal reviews. So anybody who doesn't know, this is the 4th game in the series. Obviously, it's Uncharted 4.
It's the longest one.
It's also going to be the last one. Naughty Dog has come out and said that if another studio down the road has an idea for a new Uncharted, they'd be willing to sell the rights to them. But this will be Nathan Drake's last one. And it will be the last one Naughty Dog does. And they said they would only ever sell those rights if they felt like the company that came to them was, had a really good idea and kind of
Good
vision.
direction, yeah.
Because they don't want to just do it for the money. They want to do it
Correct.
for the story and the fans. No, that's great.
And you can see that love in it. The game has gotten absolutely phenomenal scores. It's gotten over 29 perfect scores so far.
Nice. Very nice.
Lots of big scores too. GameSpot gave it a 10 out of 10. IGN gave it an 8.8, but they're still in review like they always do.
Yeah.
Eurogamer said it's recommended because obviously they don't give it a real score. Even Metacritic has a 94 rating right now on Metacritic.
Wow.
So anybody who doesn't know what Metacritic is, it's not like a normal score. It's not just one person gives it to you. They basically just take rankings of everybody else's score, they slap them into one and put it out there.
And they have two scores too. There's the professional critics, and then there's the community as well. Get to vote on it.
So for anything on Metacritic to have that high of a rating
that's really
is
high.
absurd because obviously one person could go in there, give it a 1 out of 100, and that automatically skews the whole thing.
I think
So-
Skyrim only even got maybe like a 92. I think.
Yeah, so I mean, for it to have released like that good and already getting this phenomenal reviews, like you said, it's supposed to be the longest one.
Yeah,
it's obviously going to be the ending.
Open world features to it this time.
Absolutely phenomenal.
I'm
So-
really excited to actually get through the story and play it because when a game gets that high of ratings from everywhere, they're not just talking out their ass.
not at all.
At that point in time, that means yes, this game is good.
And the fact that all 4 games have been rated phenomenally
Yeah.
across the board. Like they've just all been great. There's not like 1 came out and then 2 sucked and then 3 was better. It's like they've just all come out and they've been great games.
I will be picking up the collection at some
Nice.
point in the next month.
Absolutely. Good choice.
Try to forward, but my purchase.
For those that haven't played it yet, straight up, it's worth a system purchase. I will say that right now. The entire series is absolutely worth an entire console purchase.
Yep.
It's like PlayStation's Halo.
Yeah.
Some other games are going to be releasing this week. Doom will be releasing this Friday the 13th. Obviously, when I first heard Doom was releasing on Friday, I was like really weird because I was like, only Nintendo games ever release on Friday. But I think it's
know the
because they had to do Friday the 13th.
Kind of a Nintendo game.
It's not a Nintendo.
It's not even
Get
close.
out of here.
Kind of like Halo.
But game looks really cool, you guys. We'll probably talk about it more next podcast because we'll all played it and got our hands on it. So definitely keep an eye out for that, as well as Persona 5 finally got a release date. So obviously it's not releasing this month, but it got a release date just for Japan. That's going to be September 15th. Came out with a new trailer. Hopefully we'll get a Western release soon.
It'll be in
Currently-
the same time frame.
Yeah, I'm thinking.
Aren't
so
you guys
too.
really big into the Persona games?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've heard nothing but great things about that series. I've never played it
I've never
myself,
played them either.
but I've always wanted to because I like the concept.
Persona is ridiculous in like a lot of good ways. Like the character depth on everybody, ridiculous, amazing, beautiful. And then like the sheer fact you can click with a lot of the characters and not just the main guy that you're behind the whole time. It's great. Like they do an amazing job making those games.
It's something I talk about a lot in video games that makes me really love it. Is like it's a universe, not just like a single player.
Yeah, and
story.
it's not just like, your story's on rails, right? It's not just one direction. Persona games usually split up in like multiple directions. You can do certain things on different days because it runs off a calendar-based system,
really cool.
and you have to do things by certain times. So it's like the platinum trophy on like Persona 4 is like your top dog shit if you can get that trophy.
Yeah, totally.
Because it's a lot of time. I think like estimated time's like over 200 hours.
And you have to
Kinda
like
like doing dailies in an MMO.
Yeah.
sort of
It's,
yeah.
it's not
I
even
mean,
like that. It's just like timing your stuff. Because like I said, you missed that day on a calendar, might as well restart. You need that trophy.
Damn.
So it's
That
crazy.
kind of reminds me of the whole calendar it works as the Shimnu, I think it's called. Yeah,
Shenmue?
Shenmue,
yeah.
yep.
It's the word I was looking for. But,
Shin Megami Tensei.
but no, I mean I've heard that the stories are always really intelligent, really in depth. Like they get into the minds of the characters a lot. So
I've heard the same thing about Persona and then Shin Megami. Those are the two series that I've never had the chance to
Shin
play that I
Megami.
really want to try out sometime.
Shin Megami's another great one too. Definitely worth. It's kind of a Pokemon like
I'm also-
feel to it.
With demons, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
I'm also excited to see how much more games that are going to be coming out lately are going to get the Western releases.
Yeah.
Well, they've already. So, funny story about that, right? So, there was a lot of games that came out, and Bandai was one of the first people that said they're bringing a lot of their heavy hitter titles over stateside this year. So, it's like this summer, there's still no release date, and I'm waiting for it. It'll probably happen at E3. But the God Eater series is finally
Yeah.
coming west. It came
That one
before.
I know about.
Yeah, that one
Yeah.
before came on PSP, and that was really big. But now it's like God Eater 2 Resurrection. So, it's like the second one that blew up in Japan on the PS4, on the Vita, coming stateside with the mock-up better version of it with the extra content called Resurrection. So that'll be coming over, and that's a lot of fun. So I can't wait for that because that's like my Monster Hunter on PlayStation finally.
More reason, you guys, to go get a Vita. You need it.
Yeah.
It'll be on PS4 as well.
Monster
I'll start picking it up.
Hunter.
Huh?
Yeah.
You said Monster. I haven't heard of God Eater before.
God Eater's really good. Like,
It's like a cleaned up version, I feel.
Okay.
it got so big finally with their release, they put the anime on Hulu. So like they're trying to celebrate and push it as much as they can, like under the radar, but it's gonna blow up to everybody that usually watches out for those kind of games.
Very nice.
So enough about new releases. Let's talk about some older stuff because there's a lot of news that came out about some games that have already came out. One big one I know a lot of people are probably excited about is GTA is getting a new massive online upgrade. That's going to be coming later this year. They don't have an exact date on it, but they're talking about like some crazy stuff like
Western release, like Western style gameplay.
Not quite.
Oh, okay.
Not a
Sorry,
Red Dead.
just feed in that Red Dead Redemption rumor.
Just
Yeah,
kind of like
right?
I hope they like under the table just kind of add a new gun in the game. It's like an old Pony Boy revolver.
and then you can spin
Oh,
it
dude.
and shoot.
Well, they're talking about tons of cool stuff. So there's like literally contraband trafficking now. So you can like literally become like a smuggler. You can become like a
That's
gun
cool.
smuggler, a drug smuggler, everything like that.
That's cool.
They said you can buy new like big like properties and stuff like that, which you can actually use for your criminal organization's headquarters.
Oh
Wait,
man,
are you talking like building a mafia?
Sort of, yeah.
Have like
Dude.
the garage just have like all these stripped down people in their undies, like
Making your
working on
coke.
tables, making your coke so they don't steal anything.
They said that
That'd be
like
funny.
you're going to be able to control stuff like that, like your routes and stuff like that people are taking the drugs through and everything
Dude.
like that. So
Sounds like an upgraded version of Paperboy.
yeah, it's going to be
That
You just throw
that's
cocaine
exactly,
outdoors.
That's exactly what drug riding pretty much is.
Yep, you just on a bike and you hope nobody
Avoiding the
stops
dogs,
you.
the
Avoiding
cops.
Avoid the
everybody.
obstacles. Throw real
if you
fast.
if you hit the dog,
Franklin, stop it.
if you hit the dog, then the cops will know you're a druggie.
Hey, extra points if you get it in the mailbox.
Boom.
make it look legit.
But that's not it. I mean, the update's obviously going to be massive. Obviously, just putting that stuff in it is going to be really massive itself. But
Yeah.
I think it's going to be really cool. I love jumping into the GTA Online. I love messing around with it. I think that's a way to like kind of make that online more immersive. Like come back to it even when you're maybe by yourself and you don't have just like a group of people that you want to run around and shoot rockets at each other. So
I mean, so
You don't want to shoot rockets at each other?
I mean, not if you're going to blow up your
Then
drug
why did
stash.
he go all the way down in his basement to dig out rocket launchers this
Dude,
morning?
for real.
If we weren't going to actually do it, Brandon.
Yeah,
I mean, you can do
brought
it.
them back home with me.
Oh, now we can do it. You're copping out.
Yeah, 100%.
Okay, well,
we got it. We
okay,
got
well,
this.
we're
We
gonna
got
do it
this.
later.
I actually haven't played GTA Online in a very, very, very long time.
We'll do some heists.
me
To
neither.
give you the idea, the last time I played it, it was on the Xbox 360. And it was back when you would run, and if you wanted to make money, you would just run one mission where you have to take the cargo plane.
So
God,
what you're
yes.
telling me is you never really played GTA Online.
Nope, because I played with my crew. We were same DSA, so it's pretty cool.
This next bit of news, I'm sure nobody's heard of. A really small, really small announcement. No one's probably even. This would be a surprise for everyone. You heard it here first.
Big surprise.
Battlefield has a new title coming out.
Sure
Oh
does.
my god!
I'm so excited! I am so excited!
Yeah, I can
Battlefield 1. I hate the title though.
I like the title.
Not gonna
Here's
lie.
why I like the title
it.
is because if you think about
goes
the
back to
biggest
roots.
battlefields. I mean, Napoleon, you can't really have the battlefield there. They're calling it Battlefield 1 because it's going back to the roots of modern warfare, which was the evolving battlefield.
Yeah,
of
it was World War I. I agree.
And it looks like the trailer. I think what everyone was afraid of when they heard World War I is they all think of like Verdun, this just non-moving war where everyone's just
exactly
entrenched.
what I'm thinking of.
But if you watch the trailer, it looks like they've turned it into an action-packed, moving war. You mean you got like the Kush Mountain Afghani raiders on their their cavalry charges.
The impossible maneuverability of the biplanes.
He's really excited.
Oh yeah,
He's so I can't even talk.
He can't even put words out.
I agree with you. It looks fucking amazing.
I can't wait to trench club a motherfucker.
Yeah,
Okay.
you've been excited about. That's
Now,
like the 5th time you've said
By
that.
So stoked.
by a show of hands, who got the collector's edition?
I'm gonna be getting it.
I got mine already.
I have-
Are they sold out already?
I don't know if
No,
they're
I
sold
don't
out.
think so.
I think
no.
they're sold out already.
I don't think so. I don't think so yet.
Yeah, so funny story. I love my wife. I'm just gonna throw that out there. While I was at work, it got announced, and I was like, "Shit!" And then she was on Facebook and saw like our community page blowing up, and she's just like, "My husband is not being fucking left out." So like, she reserved it on Amazon. So I'm like,
It comes with a really
Go
nice
Bethany.
looking statue of, I believe, with a main character. He's got his trench coat out in the background. He's holding
got
out
a
an old
Mauser?
revolver, old artillery pistol, and a trench club behind him.
Mauser.
So yeah, an old Mauser artillery pistol.
Thank you. It's a broom handle pistol.
That statue looks big though and really detailed,
Yeah.
which is new because
Yeah, it looks
Battlefield,
fucking huge.
to my knowledge, I've never seen them do a
They've
statue.
never had a statue.
So
No,
that's
it's all
why
been
I
in-game
want
content.
this one is just because of this because like there's
Like
a
the
statue
first-
to it.
Yeah.
It's a first
They've
one.
never really had a collector's edition.
Battlefield 4, they
not
had
sold out,
had,
just confirmed, not sold out.
I'll have to put in for it. But Battlefield 4, I mean, all they had was like dog tags. We got like dog tags and a bottle.
I mean, I
Yeah,
think the game
yeah.
looks freaking amazing. On Facebook the other day, Peter and I were talking about this, and I ended up conceding to his point because he's right. I was a little miffed at first because I know they're going to take historical inaccuracies. They're going to take historical liberties with this game, and that really frustrated me at first. But the more I thought about it, the more I just don't care. As long as they tell a badass, in Peter's exact words, as long as they tell a badass, glamorous story, I don't give a shit.
100%.
Zeppelin fights, man.
I know, dude. It's just, but you know me, dude. I'm a
super
huge
Zeppelin,
history
dude.
buff. I've studied the wars. And
Yeah,
I just,
of course. I mean,
I
same here.
don't
I
want to
know-
have
I
those
know-
inaccuracies.
I know the importance of World War One.
Yeah,
and
it's-
World War One is
oh.
real. It's super.
Ferdinand,
It's World War One was a really, really, really fucked up time. It was a really fucked up war.
really bad.
But I mean, obviously, putting that into a game, like it works.
It doesn't work. Yeah, it just
I mean,
doesn't work.
I've seen it work twice, and once was with a Total War Napoleon War mod.
Yeah.
So it was a Total War game. If you've ever played those, it was a World War One mod.
Such a
Pick
good
it up
game.
if you have it for
Total War.
Napoleon War.
I
So
love
much
them
fun.
so much.
And then the second one was Verdun, and that was a multiplayer only trench unmoving warfare game. That was a lot of fun, but super hard.
But it's going to be badass.
Yeah, this is gonna be a lot of fun.
Another war game got announced.
Another one?
Well, it was Call of Duty Infinite Warfare.
Oh, that game.
The reason I bring this up, you guys, is because
that game.
to just show you the difference between moving into the future or moving back, kind of listening to what your fans want or going a new direction. Obviously, Battlefield, we're all excited about. It's really cool. Call of Duty Infinite Warfare is now the most disliked trailer
Yep.
ever on YouTube. It is also the 5th most disliked video ever on YouTube.
Yep.
Think about that, you guys. So it went up about a week ago. It currently has 1,400,000 dislikes. And that number is going to keep growing.
Yep.
That's just because I think the reason of that
it's Halo.
is you're glad we're not sitting next to each other. I think this is why he separated us.
So if you want to see what they're talking about, there's this new
There's
thing
another
called
video.
Bearded Banter. You can click somewhere down here or on the side. We'll let Peter decide where he wants to put it. But it'll take you to Bearded Banter, and it's these two going at it over the topic.
So this is a new table. I'm not going to put your face through this. Oh, but that being said, as the average Call of Duty player is a vindictive asshole. And I think that's what this kind of what it coming from.
Yeah.
is they're the kind of people who would dislike a video.
Yeah,
on,
but they've been complaining about futuristic games for 2 or 3 entries
'cause if you
now,
look at-
and they're not listening.
Okay, but on that point,
because the last one sold.
every single time a Call of Duty comes out, everyone raves about it. They say it looks terrible,
And
and
it
then
sells.
it sells millions upon millions upon millions of copies. So, like, I have to give them credit. Like, they try something new. The things they always do right is they make a really clean Twitch shooter. It's really fast paced. It works well. The mechanics are there. It's well balanced. Like, they have a structure and they put that out, and really they could just skin it however they want. They
can't argue with that.
Put it in whatever universe and it's gonna sell. So they've created a foundation where they can try new things. They can step outside the box. If it doesn't please everybody, that's okay because the core mechanics are still there.
I feel like this is going to be the Battlefield that will outsell the Call of Duty.
I could see that 100%.
I agree.
You know, and it statistically and historically that's not the case. You know, because that
it's never happened.
Call of Duty is that's that big hammer into
I think
the.
the only one that came close was Bad Company 2, and even that still didn't win.
I don't
It
think
might
so.
have been 3 actually. I want to say because Bad Company 2 got all the fans into it. And
Oh, okay,
When
okay.
3 got launched, it was like, oh,
3 was so
A little bit more of these war games. Rainbow Six is having new DLC drop this week.
yeah, I've seen something about that.
So we have a new map and 2 new operators, which is really cool. These new operators are actually U.S. Navy SEALs. One of them has a camera that they can actually deploy, which is really cool. Why are you looking at me like that?
Can every character already deploy a camera?
Well, they can do the little ones. She can like throw them on walls, like
This one
the other
takes
operators
selfies
can.
of his nice hair.
So, just like everybody else, like once they die, they can flip to the cameras and kind of flip around. This new character can literally go and put them wherever they want, and then those people can flip to them. The other guy has a rifle with like a shield on it or something like that.
Like like Army of Two style shield.
Yeah.
on the rifle. Nice.
I think so.
Very
Yeah.
That's pretty cool. I love that game.
The new map will be available to everybody on the 11th. The new operators will be available on the 18th. Obviously, you'll still have to. Oh wow, okay, that was loud.
So sorry.
Obviously, you'll still have to unlock the new operators, so they come out and they're worth like a ton of points. If you have the season pass on the 11th, you get both the map and both operators. Very
cool.
Straight out.
Very cool.
That's definitely a game I haven't picked up in a while, and I actually miss playing it a lot. We had some great times.
We
on
did.
Rainbow Six Siege.
Oh yeah.
Maybe it might be worth picking up here one of these days for a community event. So.
I'd love it.
be, yeah.
Let us know, you guys, what you'd be interested in, because I'd be down to get on some more Rainbow.
Yeah.
I don't even own it anymore.
Wow.
That makes sense. When you don't play it, bring it back.
I never owned it.
Makes sense. Makes sense. This little bit is going to be news, but okay. So just so you guys know, these podcasts obviously go up Wednesday. We don't record Wednesday, obviously, because that would just be asinine. Yesterday, which for us today is tomorrow, Pokemon Sun and Moon.
So Tuesday.
Yeah. Okay, I needed to be more creative than just Tuesday.
I like you had to explain all that.
Yeah.
You could've just assumed today
No.
was Wednesday.
No, they know.
So if you're watching this Wednesday, yesterday,
a new Pokemon Sun and Moon trailer has been announced.
Yesterday being Tuesday
sweet.
of
Yeah.
future Wednesday.
Yeah. So I'm really excited for
can't
it.
wait.
We're going to get more information on it. Maybe we'll see some starters. Maybe we'll get a release date. We really don't know much.
Is that from a Nintendo Direct, by the way? Or is it just Pokemon coming out with a trailer?
Just
Do you know?
Pokemon.
Okay, so not a Nintendo
Sweet.
Direct.
Yeah,
Cool.
Game
no,
Freak.
just Pokemon. It's just literally more Pokemon news. So like I said, I'm thinking they're going to maybe show us some starters. Because normally they show us like the
Three starter or like glimpses of.
Yeah, like
I
maybe
remember, like,
silhouettes or something like that. We'll
You think
probably
it's
see
going to
that.
be the same pattern, like a fire, a grass,
Always.
and water?
100%.
Always.
100%.
Unless they want to change it.
They've never broken that.
They've
ever.
never broken that one
Yeah,
traditional
no.
format.
Fairy,
So
Steel, and Dark.
It'd be really cool
I'd kill
too.
myself.
It would be really cool too if we maybe saw like some new evolutions. That'd be really cool to see.
Yeah.
Wait, what?
Evolutions.
Okay, I just didn't want to know if you said evolutions and you just emphasized
EV evolutions.
but I know what you mean, like
EV
EV, like the little Pokemon.
evolutions.
It's evolutions.
Yeah. So yeah, that'll be really cool. So definitely check out the trailer, you guys. It's really awesome. And our last bit, we're gonna swing back to Naughty Dog to go full circle in this news.
Naughty Dog.
Naughty Dog has said we are open to making a new Crash Bandicoot game, but Activision owns the rights. So you guys, the odds of us
Activision. They're like the best developer out there. Or producer, whatever you want to call it.
Publisher?
Just publisher.
Publisher,
That's the word I was looking for.
So everybody who's been like, hey, Crash Bandicoot's going to happen this year. Naughty Dog's going to make it. Go jump off a cliff. If Naughty Dog's working on anything, it should be The Last of Us 2.
Yes.
And if anybody
Yes.
makes Crash Bandicoot, it should not be Naughty Dog.
No.
or Activision.
Simple as that.
No, I agree with you 100%. They don't need to go back.
No.
They don't need to go back.
I'm okay with another Crash Bandicoot
Focus on
game
future.
coming out. It does not need to be Naughty Dog who does
Who
it.
should make it?
It doesn't matter.
Okay.
Nobody needs to
343
make it.
Industries.
I would buy it. I'd buy it.
Halo
and
ain't
I'd
going
play it.
anywhere. Let's just face that, right? That thing landed on Halo a while ago. it ain't taking off anytime soon.
The new Halo is called Infinite Warfare.